Good morning, guys. Just getting in the Z, and we're gonna go get some quotes on getting this thing painted. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. So yeah, there's a few body shops in town I want to talk to about a few different options on this car. Obviously, it's bad. The paint is shot. You got clear coat peeling off everywhere, and then just bare what used to be red, faded red, pink areas. And of course the bodywork, the hole in the bumper, the dents and dings that we've got to get worked out. Originally when I started looking at the getting a Z or a car, something like this, but in my mind I kind of wanted a Z. When I was looking for something like this, I decided that I wanted it to be my favorite color. I don't know if any of you know, it's not probably widely known on the channel because I've never had a car this color, and it's not like it's a color that I wear all the time, but my favorite color is actually orange. A little bit on this shirt. My favorite color is like bright orange. Hans RX-7 on Tokyo Drift orange. I love that car. That movie too. Anyway, that's my favorite color on a sports car. Yet I've never owned one. I had a blue Z. I've had several black cars. I've had several gray cars, a gray Z, gray Miata. I have had one red car. My 94 red Miata was my first car, and that's where I learned to detail. I color corrected that car because it was really bad faded. Not like this. It still had some clear coat, or at least the base coat, and I was able to rectify that. But anyway, I've never had an orange one. My favorite color on the Z was the solar orange mica they made only in 2007. I wasn't as big a fan as the Le Mans Sunset, that coppery orange, early 2000s burnt orange they were putting on a lot of vehicles. It was cool, but that solar orange in 2007, that was fire, So I want something like that. I also like, bright blues. I had a Daytona blue, and that was really nice. And the blue, I forget the name of the color, but it's on the 370s. And some of the years, that's a cool color too. You're seeing a lot of that. I even saw this blue BMW Z4, one of the new ones, and that's a cool color. It's on the Vets too. Anyway, my original plan was, if I had a nice body Z, it was just to vinyl wrap it orange. But obviously this one would need some work before I do that. So I'm getting some quotes on different possibilities. One, getting it painted with a not super expensive paint job. Maaco will be one of the places I stop at today. Just getting a cheaper paint job, even if I get their top of the line two stage paint or whatever, and the body work, that's still usually around $2,000 and some change, depending on how much they have to fix. It used to be like $50 per body panel. If I'm doing a color change, I want the inside of the door jambs painted and stuff too, so that adds to it. The other option would be to keep it red and do, because that will probably be cheaper than redoing door jambs and all that. Just keeping it red and then vinyl wrapping it orange on top of that, because it'll have a brand new paint job on it, and the paint will be good underneath it for the future and future owner, but then I can still vinyl wrap it orange. Again, my vinyl wrap quote was pretty affordable considering. And the other third option, which will probably be the least expensive, would be just to have a paint and body shop do all the prep work, do the sanding, do the bondoing and paint filler, and get it smooth and shirred up the way it should be, so no imperfections are seen, and then have that vinyl wrap. I know a lot of people do that. It looks good afterwards because the wrap's on there, but then whenever that wrap comes off one day, you still got the turd underneath, so to speak. So I'm just looking at the price options and whatnot, because this is definitely a budget build. I'm not rich. I am not some full-time YouTuber that doesn't have to think about money and what is spent. That's definitely not the case. I have a family to support. I still have a real job, and gas is super expensive, right? Super expensive. So this is very, very cost conscientious. So anyway, that's what we're doing today. We're off to get some paint quotes. So here we go. Ooh, that's a steep Or that is a pretty steep little driveway there. I don't know if you guys can see that. See how much I'm gonna scrub coming in here. Maybe that's their business model. They make you take your bumper off coming in, so then you have to get your work done there. Well, we'll see. This might come at an angle here. Ah, man. There we go. Ooh, I didn't scrub. I'm impressed. All right. Here we go. We'll see. Talk to them. See if they want to play ball. Get this thing looking right. All right, guys, and we're back, and that was a lot more expensive than I thought. If I did body repair only and prep for vinyl, it would be like $1,600 just to fix the dents and the hole in the bumper and all that. $400 to put a little bit of like glaze on it so the vinyl has something to adhere to. Otherwise, to go back red again, we're looking at $3,100. Yikes. And if I wanted to go orange, like my favorite color, it'd be another $1,200 on top of that to do the door jams and all of that. It used to be $50 per door jam. Now they charge $400 per door jam or entrance. Yeah, it's time to go get some more quotes. So here we go. All right, guys, this is stop 2, and well, the owner of the shop that does the quotes just left on vacation, summer vacation today, so he won't be back till next week. So I can't get a quote today from this one, but judging by the shop, I probably couldn't afford it anyway, because they're actually got a Bentley Continental in the shop right now. They've got a part they're doing a color change on. Apparently, I don't know if they're making it red or if it was red and they haven't got started yet. Anyway, they're painting Bentleys, and there's a nice Porsche here, Panamera 4S as well. I probably can't afford this shop if I thought Maaco was expensive, but it doesn't hurt to ask. They came highly recommended, but we will see. So on to the next one. We're back, guys. I've gone to about about 5 different quotes today. Maaco's being the cheapest, and they were pretty expensive, as I showed you. We were looking at $3,100 to get it back red again, which I thought was expensive compared to a year ago. That was because I only spent about $2,000, maybe a little less, getting the FX repainted, and it had a lot more body work than this issues. They were only charging $50 a panel back then to fix each panel that had dents. Now they're charging like $400 a panel, so that's even why it costs that much. But yeah, so we'll see. I've had several quotes to go back red again. Most of them, Maaco was $3,100 or so, and another shop was $3,500 with the body work. Most of them to just prep it and sand it and fix the dents and issues so that I could get it wrapped. They were looking at $1,500 pretty much everywhere to do that. The last shop I just went to, they wanted $7,000 to repaint it red again, and so that's a hard pass. And so I didn't even ask him about just the prep work, because I think I'm going to end up doing that, the prep work, probably myself. My buddy Matt was the manager under the shop. He said he and I could do that on a weekend and just kind of get that and take it apart, and I think that's going to be my best option. I went and talked to JL at Epic Wraps, my vinyl wrap guy, and he's always done me right pricing wise, but you know, everywhere prices have gone up on everything. Of course, the cost of gas is affecting everything. So many things cost more than they did 6 months ago, definitely more than a year ago, but even 6 months ago, he had quoted me about $2,000 to wrap my car last year, my FX or my QX70, and that's a much bigger vehicle than this. And you said around $1,500 for a small sports car. Well, now the best he can do, and that's hooking me up, is $2,100. That's my price to wrap this, which still isn't bad, but I still got to get, you know, $1,500 worth of prep work to do. And if I'm going to do that, I might as well get it painted. Even though I don't really want to go red again, it's still the most economical choice. So it's probably going to be painted red again. Nothing wrong with red. It's just my favorite color is orange. The whole reason I bought this car was like, hey, I'm gonna make it orange. But to do that, we're looking at about $4,500 for a color change. Best deal I got today. That's with them doing everything. So we'll see. I mean, I may go that route. My heart is in. I really want it to be orange, but I don't know. I mean, now we're talking more than double what, you know. It's almost what I paid for the car. So we gotta do some thinking. But I'm gonna see if I can do the prep work with my buddy Matt. How much that would cost, and get some more DIY numbers. I've just never worked with paint filler and Bondo, so I'm not really sure how confident I feel with that. I can sand the clear coat off and all that. I just don't know about the Bondo paint filler stuff. I've just never really worked with that. Maybe I could do it. I don't know. There's a lot of people on YouTube that do. I just haven't worked with it, so I'm not super confident with it. We'll see. I'm gonna weigh the pros and cons and see where I go with that. But I just wanted to update you guys on some numbers and some quotes I got for paint and body today, and see what we can do. But everybody's talking about, man, how bad it was, because everybody's like, well, we gotta strip it. Well, I'm like, you gotta strip it for the most part to paint it anyway. You gotta sand anything. Like, yeah, but we got, you know, the clear coat we got to sand off, and then we got to strip it to this, and I don't know. I get that, but I think a lot of them were just making it sound more than what it was, because anytime you paint a car, you've got to do most of that stuff. So anyway, I understand the body work, the dent, but they weren't even making a big deal about the dents. Like, oh, that's easy. I'm like, well, I mean, the Bondo something, you got to do that. You got to sand it. You got to keep going back and forth, primer, sand, and get it smooth. They weren't making a big deal about that. They're making more a big deal about the clear coat flaking, which to me is the easier part of sanding that off. I don't know. But then again, I'm a noob, and I don't know, and I'm talking outside of my element, so maybe it is a bigger deal than that. But we'll see. We'll see where we go. I'll update you guys when I know something. So until then, I'm going to keep chipping away at the things that I can do myself. More videos to come. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. I'll see you next time.